Good morning, guys. So I just want to do a really quick video to talk to you guys about something that I think is really important, and that is for mamas out there to maintain a positive body image for your kids. What I mean by that is to make sure that your kids see you appreciating your own self and making sure that how you see yourself is projected in a positive way to your children. And if I could give any advice, some of my biggest advice would be, number one, to really make sure you are aware of what your kids are looking at on the internet. It is so different than what it was like when I was younger. The internet was basically like AOL was like the biggest thing, and it was MySpace and that kind of stuff. And so what our kids have now is everything is at their fingertips. Like everything is at their fingertips. They can get on the phone and they can look up whatever they want. And you really never know what they're looking at and how damaging it can be. You really need to make sure that you are aware of what your kids are looking at on the internet. Zoe at 18 just got her very first iPod. I do not let my kids have cell phones. If they want a cell phone, they can use mine, or they can go on the computer, because I don't believe any 12-year-old should be walking around with a cell phone. If she needs to get in touch with me, or if it's something huge, like where she's gonna go somewhere and it's like really serious that she has one, she can borrow mine or Jeff's, and that's just the way it's gonna be until they get older. So also have a big talk with them about what they do see on the internet, and let them know that everything that they see on the internet is almost always fake. There's very rarely a time that someone takes a picture, just takes one shot, and that is their perfect picture. Behind every picture is a lot of editing, it's a lot of retakes, it's a lot of touch-ups, it's a lot of Photoshop. And even with all that stuff, that's just for like the normal person. Then you have the celebrities where they have like a makeup team and a hair team and a nail team, and like it's like a professional job. So what they are seeing on the internet is not always true. Also, another huge thing is to make sure that you are really confident and positive with your own body around your children. Basically, what I mean by that is everybody's body is going to change. Like, I've had 5 kids, 4 C-sections, and I've breastfed 4 children. So you can only imagine what my body looks like naked, and I don't give a shit. I honestly do not care. I walk around naked all the time. I do not hide myself when I'm nursing Ev. I do not hide myself when I get out of the shower. I do not hide myself when I'm going to the bathroom. I don't care. So far I've had 2 girls who have gone through puberty, Zoe and Gracie, and neither one of them have ever felt uncomfortable with their bodies, like ever. I remember when Zoe very first like started going through puberty, and my sister was like, oh my gosh, Amanda, how are you gonna talk to her about it? And it was hard because it was my first child that ever went through it. And I remember I was just like, all right, okay. And then I would go in there and I would talk to Zoe, and I'd be like, hey Zoe, so this is what we're gonna do. This is what's gonna happen to your body. This is what things are gonna look like. This is what's gonna feel like. This is what's gonna smell like. This is where you put things. And I acted like nothing. And then I walked out of the room and I was like, but the good thing is I never let her know that I was uncomfortable. I never let it show. So in front of her, I was always calm, and I was always positive, and I was always really, I would really assure her that everything was okay, and this is what everyone goes through. And because of that, Zoe is the most confident person with her body. She walks around naked around the house. She gets undressed in front of us. We talk about everything, like really personal stuff. If she gets her period, she's like, hey mom, I got my period. Can you go get me pads or tampons or whatever? There's nothing uncomfortable in our house. And also, I think that living in Europe also helped too, because they don't see your bodies as a sexual thing at all. Your body is your body. They have, you know, fat, skinny, big, small, big boobs, small boobs, big butt, small butt, and they're all, no one cares. Like, but even before we lived in Germany, I was always really comfortable with myself and my body, and so far that's really helped with my girls. Also, really make sure that your kids understand that their bodies are going to change. Like, they will change. Your bodies are going to change regardless. They're going to change from having kids. They're going to change from possible surgeries or getting scars. They're going to change with stretch marks. They're going to change because you get older and things change when you get older. They're going to change from breastfeeding kids. They're going to change when you gain weight or when you lose weight, when you exercise and when you don't exercise, when you eat the correct food and when you don't eat the correct food. Your bodies will change, and I think it's really important, if you want your kids to feel the way you feel about your body, or if you want your kids to at least feel the way that you always wanted to feel about your body, it is your job to make sure that you do that. Let your kids know how you want them to feel about their body. Keep a positive energy going when it comes to body image in your household. Do not stand in front of the mirror constantly and say, I look fat, or I look gross, or I hate these stretch marks, or this scar is disgusting, or my boobs sag now from breastfeeding. Don't say that stuff, because that will go into your kids' heads, and as they get older, they will feel the same way about themselves, or it might even turn them off to wanting to have kids, or like scare them to, you know, to just enjoy things that are a natural part of life, because they remember their parents always being, you know, negative about their own bodies, and that will make a difference. It really does make a difference. If you speak positively about yourself, then your kids will feel more positive about themselves. For a boy, honestly, it really does help the boys too, because the boys will start understanding how to treat their girlfriends, how to treat their sisters, how to treat their wives, and be more understanding to them when their bodies change. But just remember, guys, it all starts at home. So if you want your kids to be really confident and really positive and get a really good outlook on life with their body, and feel okay with the fact that their bodies are gonna change and they don't look like everyone, number one, watch what they're looking at on the internet. Make sure that they don't think that that stuff is real. Number two, talk to your kids about the fact that their bodies will change and it's okay. Keep an open conversation with your kids. Make sure that they know that they can come to you at any time with whatever question that they want, and make sure that they feel comfortable talking to you about stuff. And number three, always, always, always stay positive about your own body, regardless. Even if you don't want to, make sure you talk positively about yourself, because that will completely rub off on your children. Oh, and one more thing that I didn't talk about. Also, make sure that your kids know that if they don't like something about their body, if they don't like something, and that's okay. There are parts of your body that you're not going to like, and that is normal as well. So make sure that they know that. But if they do want to change something, if they do feel uncomfortable, exercise and eating right will go a long way. Just try to teach them a healthier way to change their body through like eating healthy and exercise, because when you exercise, your body produces these things called endorphins, and endorphins can trigger a positive feeling in your brain. So not only are you going to see results in your body, but you're also going to feel better about yourselves. That's why a lot of people get addicting to exercise. And eating healthy, you'll see a huge change in your body as well. So guys, I just wanted to do this quick video to let you guys know how important it is to make sure our kids get the best start in this world with feeling great about themselves and having a really positive body image, because I do not want to see another little girl grow up thinking that they are not beautiful, or having an eating disorder, or feeling any less than somebody else, because these are our children and we all love them and we want to do the best for them. So that's my video for today, guys. I hope it helps somebody, and if you guys have any questions, comments, stories, or suggestions, leave them down below, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.